Hey guys, it's me, Agent, and welcome to my production blog. Well, I just want to call it production video blog, but production blog sounds better. Well, basically what this is this is a chance for me to keep you guys informed on what's going on with the Cosplay American project. First of all, I'd like to thank all 765 backers on my Kickstarter. I honestly did not think I would make it. I personally have backed projects in the past, and I've seen them fail $1,000 before they even reach their goal. So I was very, very nervous. Probably what helped me be less nervous was I was at Otakon, the biggest anime convention on the East Coast during the time. So my mind was kind of occupied, so to speak. But I really appreciate this opportunity you guys have given me. I feel very responsible to every dime and nickel that you folks have pledged. So I'm making sure to put out these videos as often as I can to tell you guys what's going on with the project and so forth. I hope to make a production video for each convention I go to, as well as post in between while I'm also working on editing and so forth. At this point, I'm not going to even look at my own images until around December or January. As a photographer, sometimes the best thing you can do is keep a distance between you and the stuff that you shoot. Obviously this depends. If it was a job, then I would look at it right away and edit it and send it off to to the photo editor. But since this is my own personal project, I decided that I'm not going to look at any images I shot this year until end of the year. So it also it kind of puts a perspective on it. It means that I can look at it with a fresh eye when I come back to it in a few months. So Otakon is the biggest anime convention in the East Coast, and they've definitely grown. I can see why they've already made moves to move to Washington, D.C. in 2017. I can definitely see that. Otakon was also the first convention I've done 7 days straight on. What I mean is, I was in New York earlier this year shooting in cosplayers' homes, but that was only for a week, and there was no convention. I was at MegaCon in Florida earlier this year, and that was for a convention, 3 days, and I didn't actually go to anybody's home. Oh, actually I did, but I didn't really spend a week there to kind of to get to shoot. Baltimore, DC was the first time this whole year that I spent 7 days completely shooting straight through, and it was kind of tough. But one of the things I've learned through this whole process is I also like to shoot video, and you notice I post a lot of videos. I need to now make sure that I'm getting the pictures I need, because I'm making a book, not a video, and sometimes my brain is conflicted between shoot video, shoot stills, shoot video, shoot stills. I know people say do the same thing in one camera, but honestly it's easier to run with one camera specifically for video, one camera specifically for stills, And so I'm going to have to start backing off of my videos. I'll still make convention videos, but I might do them in a different way, or I'm not exactly sure, but I have the rest of the year to figure that one out. The second thing that's tougher now is that I'm spending a lot more time doing this. The first time I did the book, I set up in one place at a convention, and I was there for 3 days straight, and I shot. So I really didn't move. I just sat in one place. This whole process is making me run from hotel to hotel to hotel to hotel. That was very apparent at San Diego Comic-Con. I did not really set it up well, because what I do now is I try to group people by hotel. So if there's a lot of people in one hotel, I try to group it in one day or one morning. I kind of didn't do that for San Diego, and I found myself really traveling around like the area to do all this, and it's taking time away. So I'm going to be working on that for future conventions. So I kind of actually want to go back to DC to keep shooting, but that might be in the future. I'm not sure. The next convention that's coming up is Dragon Con, and I'm already thinking I should devote more time to it. Dragon Con is the biggest. Well, I don't even know what the biggest is, because I actually don't know what the numbers are. I mean, there's numbers out there, but I can't really tell what the real number is. It's 40, 50, 60,000 people. But it is basically one of the more costume-heavy, cosplay-heavy conventions in the country. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. It's been going on for years. And I'm going to be touching down on Sunday, and I'll be staying until the following Sunday. So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 8 days. I get a feeling that I should maybe devote more time to it. I did plan to go to Anime Week in Atlanta the following month, but I'm now going to... I'm canceling New York Comic Con. The simple fact is I've been offered an opportunity to travel with a nonprofit. I can't pronounce stuff. Humanitarian group. What they do is they set up makeshift hospitals in impoverished area, and they provide free healthcare to the poor. They're going to be in Guatemala for 12 days, and I've been given an opportunity to travel with them to document and photograph this. And so I felt that this is actually a good opportunity for me to get out of my comfort zone. I think we as people sometimes need to travel outside of our comfort zone and as well as where we live. I think I'm a better person now because I lived outside of Texas I'm originally from Texas, and I've lived outside Texas for like a good 8 years now, and so it's broadened my eyes to different people, different cultures, and so I think that it'd be good for me as a person to kind of explore this. It's also good for me as a photographer because this gives me a chance to be in a completely different environment, and we'll have to be able to work in it. One of the things I always try to do is try to challenge myself. But believe me, there are days where I don't want to challenge myself. I like to, stay in the same place, eat the same food, and so forth. But you know what? You can get complacent and you can get lazy. And sometimes to shake up things, that you should travel or do things out of the ordinary and so forth. So I'm choosing to do this for 12 days, and this will interfere with Anime Weekend Atlanta and New York Comic Con. So I choose to give those two up. For New York, I will come back again. What I try to do is either try to find a meetup in Central Park, because I know you folks out there do events all year. If I can't find an event, I'm just going to show up for 1 week and photograph, and that's it. For Atlanta, I thought about going back to MomoCon. Actually, I never even went to MomoCon, but that conflicts with another convention in the springtime, so I'm not sure. Wait, you guys also do a Christmas thing too, like an ice skating thing. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out. That's pretty much it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So I feel a sense of responsibility, and I mentioned this before because you guys has invested so much into me that I feel compelled to make sure that you guys know exactly what's going on with videos, photos, and everything else like that. So expect these throughout the next whole year and so forth. That's pretty much it. I will see you guys at DragonCon. If you are a cosplayer and you wouldn't mind me taking pictures of you while you work, there's going to be a link in the description box that tells you where I'm going to be around the country. You can feel free to submit for yourself, or you don't even have to be the cosplayer. Let's say you know somebody in town and you think is a pretty awesome cosplayer. You can send me their information, like their Facebook page or their DA page or their cosplay.com page or whatever. And I'll look at it, and I think this is something I can work with. I'll definitely approach them. Thank you guys very much. This is going to be a very, very interesting year. Actually, this is going to be an interesting 2 years of my life, and you guys are definitely welcome to join me and see what shenanigans happen, because there's always shenanigans. Always. Okay, thanks guys.